Hello, this is Bridget from Tampa. So I decided to do this video to reach out. For the most part, I don't like asking anyone for help. It makes me uncomfortable, but I do realize that's pride and some of us don't have a voice. So I am renting this home here and my neighbor left. He was a vet and he was elderly, and he started with 2 cats and they bred and bred. And he could have gone to the Humane Society, and with that status, or different organizations, you could have used that status and gotten them all spayed and neutered for free. And I tried to get him to go, but he ended up leaving. He didn't tell me, and he left the cats. So I couldn't ignore the problem, and I feel everyone has a right to food in their belly, of course, and I love animals. So I've been feeding them. But what I see happens is that they're not taken to a vet, and that it creates a lot of suffering. They get fleas, they get FIV, they get leukemia, and I just think it's really, really sad and unnecessary, and I don't want to see more generations go through this. So some communities that I believe have more money and that may have more, I don't know, liberal voters possibly, they will have a Humane Society that does it for free. But here they charge a certain amount for traps. They want a deposit, and it's $25 per cat. From what has happened here, I ended up being told by my husband that I could have 2 cats. I could pick 2 that I liked. Well, everybody knows what ended up happening. He fell in love with certain ones too. So now I have 5 cats. There's 13 now. I had 13 to begin with. The first few months I had them, I don't know if I took better care of them or what. Half of them died just from probably leukemia, FIV, fleas, things like that. It was absolutely horrible. I can't even tell you how horrible it was to bury them like that. And as I stated, I just don't think that's necessary. However, if there's 13 cats, it's really not that much money, but you know, I had considered, you know, trying to do one a month or something like that. But we're struggling with COVID. I haven't gone back to work yet. And it's just a little bit too much for us right now. And the reason it's actually too much is because one of our favorites got really sick. 2 of our favorites got sick, and we spent $1,300 in vet bills, and then we also had to buy flea medicine, which will only last a month, but that was for everybody. It was $65 for 6 doses, and I had 13 cats to do. So I'm asking for help. If you're in Tampa, I feel our community is responsible, to be honest, because I saw the problem. You know, when you see 1 or 2 cats and, you know, nobody in the community does anything, they're going to breed. They're going to suffer, or they're going to end up in a shelter and euthanized, or they just create certain problems in the community. Not for me, but other people feel, oh, you're feeding them, so you're attracting other animals, or they're dirty, they think, or I don't like listening to them mate, you know, things like that. So, I mean, even people that don't love animals, I just feel that I'm asking for help in either my community or just anybody. If I could start something, some kind of fundraiser where, I mean, I even thought about it. I mean, there's 10 houses here. If everyone gave me $10, I'd have $100, and I could get, you know, half of these cats taken care of. So, like I said, I don't like asking for help, but that is pride, and I'm not going to feel guilty for reaching out for voices that cannot speak for themselves. So here's my video. If anyone can help out, I can show receipts from them, you know, so you can see my credibility. I have receipts from taking different cats to the vet and spending exuberant amounts of money, which I just can't do anymore. And I decided instead of spending the spay on it wasn't that I decided to spend the spay neuter money, but a couple of cats got extremely ill, and they I'm sure would have died if I hadn't taken them, and I had to take them actually to a hospital, so they could get the care they needed, because the vet said it was they couldn't handle the issue. So I actually had to take them to a hospital, which is worse. But yeah, we spent a lot of money on them, and I need some help. And I know people love animals, and I can upload pictures if people want. I've got 3 adorable babies here. If anyone has a loving home, they could use a home. They're perfect. They're all so affectionate. I spent a lot of time on these cats. And the older ones were the hardest to reach, of course. They'd been feral for a really long time. The guy that fed them never gave them affection. He just put food out, and, you know, no matter how many times I told him that program will do this for free, you know, I had my car running. I said, let me take you down there. They'll do it for nothing. And he just wouldn't do it. He said he felt it was immoral to do it. And I'm on the other side of that ideology. And so is the Humane Society. They know that that causes so much suffering. And I had to watch a kitten die. I believe it was born with leukemia or something, to where her immune system would not fight off a respiratory infection, which is common in young cats. And it was the worst thing I ever saw. There was nothing I can do because her death came on so fast. There's nothing I could do but watch in absolute horror and agony. And I thank my lucky stars that human beings have medication. When I was in the nursing field nursing, when I had to be with people as they passed on, it was always peaceful. And what I saw, I don't ever want to see another cat go through that. They won't. I mean, they will, because I can't take them all to the vet. You know, I took a couple of them, but, you know, just taking 2 of them is like $1,300. So, I mean, to get blood panels, urine panels, test for these diseases, I just cannot get them the medical care that they need, and I don't want to see that happen again. I don't. So because of, in honor of that cat that died in front of me, was one of the ones I picked to keep, and in honor of her, please help me stop this happening to future generations. It's $25 a cat, and I'm willing to cover at least $100. So if I can just raise $150, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how to really set a fundraiser up. I mean, I could figure it out, but my tablet's cracked and I'm having an issue with it. I'll have to figure something out. But I at least wanted to get the word out, and I'm hoping an animal lover, I'll put this on YouTube, I'm hoping an animal lover will see this, especially if they are local and, you know, maybe they feel that they're a part of this community and that they could help with the feral cat problem. Because we all are a part of a community, and I feel we should help each other. And I don't know. I look at certain countries I look up to, and their animal shelters are empty. Their jails are empty, but I'm not going to go there. But their animal shelters are actually empty because they implemented programs to spay and neuter, and all people have to do, if they do see a cat out or a dog, they just have to call and it'll be taken care of, and they don't have shelters full of animals. So I hope somebody will see this. I might not get any money, but hey, I tried. And I loved that kitten that died. If I talk about it, I will break down. It was the worst thing I ever saw in my entire life, and I hope nobody ever has to see that and be that helpless. And it's from them not being able to get medical care as a kitten, and just from being born outside into disease, fleas, and whatever, you know, all the problems. You guys know what I mean. So I'm sorry I couldn't look at the camera. Some people feel that's deceptive. It's actually, I have no idea. This tablet's weird. I think it looks like I'm looking at the camera, but I'm not. Anyway, guys, please help. Please help these cats. I'll take care of them. I'll keep feeding and watering them. I just don't want any more to have to live this kind of life. And also, if anyone wants to give a cat a home, let me know, because as I said, the ferals were really hard to reach, but I put work into it, and every single one of these cats is so affectionate, so affectionate. And they all are if you just put time into them, but cat lovers know. All right, guys, thanks.